From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Giants. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
On the ready. Blue striker. Let's go now. Right, 33, yellow, set.
On play action, Young. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Black, grill green. Blue, black. Ready, ready.
Young off the play fake. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Mike Green. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Young. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well, we know he can run the football, too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Panthers.
Here we go. Red, yellow, blue, 32. Hey, red, black, ultra.
Throwing, Young. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Now he's going to step up and run. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the 1st down as well. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Ready, set. Set, hut. Mag 52, blue. Set.
On the ground, here's the 4th round pick from April's draft. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go. Ready.
Young to throw it. Now, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Carolina defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Ready?
Following the interception, Young. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Touchdown, Xavier Legette, 29 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. 14. Giants nothing. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At their own 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Third down and 1. Looking to throw, Dart. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready. 52 blue. Hey, check mega. Set.
Now a handoff as they run outside. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
On the ready. Come on, blue striker. Yellow, 43. Go pink.
Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Mike Green able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
60 red. 60. Hey, Green. Black ultra. Ready.
Off the play fake, Young. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Yellow, zoom. 33, yellow. Drill green. Clawed red. Steel, black. Set.
Young to throw it. They'll find McMillan here. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing his dart. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to walk one deep left side here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
Punt formation for the Giants.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Okay, right.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Let's go. Black. Slide blue. Gray green. Ready?
Young will set to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Set, huh?
Now Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Ready? Red, cycle. Hey, green. 60 red.
Now here's Young. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To the air, Dart. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there. That's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
2nd and 10.
79, ready. Cougar 19, 75, 70 range, 19, Pioneer.
To throw is Dart. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, they try to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Young to the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
Red, yellow, red, green. Set.
Looking to throw, Young. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they have really gotten after him in this first half. He's been on the run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come halftime.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. 5, 6, 7.
Young quickly to the flat. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Red, set, cut. Black 40, field, black. Set, cut.
Final play of the half, Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Play action now. Dart. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Throwing, Dart. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
At the 28-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Lion.
Throwing his Dart. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Block 40.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
52, boom. Cut.
On play action, Young. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
That's good for our Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
60, ready.
They go play action. Young. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Lewis. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow. Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Green. Drill, green. Black. Green, Jack. Ready.
To throw, Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Ready. Black 40. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
70 range, 19, 19, come 19, 18, Hawk, 7,
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Panthers' 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
13 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
Here we go. Ready?
Throwing, Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Red, yellow, set.
Young now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow, 22, blue, go. You, yellow. Check, huh?
Young. Able to find Gray here. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 28-yard line.
Green jack. Blue black. Blue striper. Hut.
Again, it's Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Fitzgerald on for the extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Giants 14. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They'll get this out to Genty. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught right side by Worthy.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
It's 4th down.
Dart to throw on 4th down.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete.